Did you know Oregon has more ghost towns than any other state in America? But don't worry, we won't be exploring those today, unless you're into that kind of thing. Now, while ghost towns might conjure images of tumbleweeds and haunted saloons, don't let that fool you. Oregon is a state teeming with life and overflowing with diverse landscapes, from the craggy cliffs of the coast to the lush, verdant forests that stretch on for miles. It's a place where the Pacific Northwest shows off its best angles, and let me tell you, it's got a lot of good sides. Oregon's history is as rich as the soil that blankets its fertile valleys. It's seen the passage of native tribes, the tread of pioneer feet on the Oregon Trail, and the rise and fall of gold rush towns, hence the ghost towns. But hey, they add character, right? But it's not all about the past. Oregon's vibrant living towns and cities are where the state truly shines. Each one is like a different color, in a kaleidoscope reflecting a unique slice of the Oregon experience. You've got Portland, the quirky, cool kid on the block. It's got a thriving art scene, food carts serving up everything from Thai to tacos, and more breweries than you can shake a pint glass at. Then there's the stunning Oregon coast, with its rugged beauty that'll make your heart skip a beat. It's a place where you can watch whales breach in the morning and enjoy a beach bonfire under the stars at night. And let's not forget the Columbia River Gorge, the adventurer's playground. It's home to cascading waterfalls, winding hiking trails, and windsurfing spots that'll have you riding the breeze like a pro, or at least trying to. So, if you were hoping for a ghost tour, you may want to look elsewhere. But if you're up for a grand adventure, stick around, because Oregon, the Pacific Wonderland, is just getting started. Whoever said life's a beach clearly never visited the Oregon coast. It's less sunbathing and more wind-resistant clothing. The Oregon coast, ladies and gentlemen, is where the Pacific Ocean really struts its stuff. The coastline stretches for more than 300 miles, displaying an array of jagged cliffs, mysterious sea caves, and miles of windswept beaches. It's rugged, it's wild, and it's unapologetically beautiful. You see, this isn't your typical beach destination. We're talking less about sun loungers and more about hiking boots here. The Oregon coast is where raw, natural beauty takes center stage, and trust me, it's a sight to behold. Now you might be wondering, what does one do on a beach with more wind than sun? Well, let me tell you, it's all about embracing the elements. Kite flying is a popular pastime here. There's nothing quite like seeing a brightly colored kite dancing in the Oregon breeze. And if you're lucky, you might even catch a glimpse of a professional kite flying competition. Yes, they do exist, and yes, it's as cool as it sounds. Another favorite activity is exploring the tide pools. These miniature ecosystems are teeming with life, from colorful starfish to elusive octopuses. It's like having your own private aquarium, only better because it's all natural and Mother Nature doesn't charge an admission fee. And speaking of nature, let's not forget the incredible wildlife spotting opportunities. Seals, sea lions, and a plethora of bird species call the Oregon coast home, so don't forget your binoculars, they'll come in handy. But let's circle back to the wind. Yes, it's a constant companion on the Oregon coast, but it's also part of its charm. And let's be real, there's nothing quite like the feeling of a good strong wind at your back. It's invigorating, it's exhilarating, and it's a great excuse to wear that windbreaker you've been saving for a special occasion. So if you're looking for a beach holiday with a twist, the Oregon coast is your kind of place. Just don't forget your kite or your windbreaker. Welcome to Portland, where the dream of the 90s is alive and well. And so is the artisanal coffee scene. This city is a paradise for anyone with an affinity for flannels, vinyl records, and of course, a good old cup of joe. Portland is a city that hums with a vibrant culture. It's a place where creativity thrives, and this is best exemplified by the city's thriving music scene. From indie rock to folk, jazz to pop, there's a tune for every ear in the City of Roses. The city's venues, from intimate basement clubs to grand concert halls, are as diverse as the music they host. If your ears are craving for a melodic treat, you can bet Portland's got it. Then there's the shopping scene. Quirky, unique, and fantastically eclectic are just a few words to describe the myriad of shops that line the streets of Portland. You'll find everything from vintage clothing stores to artisanal soap boutiques. And let's not forget about the plethora of bookstores. In Portland, every day is a good day for a book hunt. But let's circle back to that coffee scene. picture the scene. You're walking down a bustling Portland street. You can't swing a reusable shopping bag without hitting a barista. No, seriously, in Portland, coffee isn't just a drink, it's an art form, it's a way of life. It's a ritual. From the precise grinding of the beans to the careful pour over, every step is a testament to the city's love for this caffeinated beverage. And let's not forget about the food carts. They're everywhere. These mobile eateries serve up some of the most delectable dishes you'll ever taste. From fusion cuisine to classic comfort food, your taste buds are in for a treat. So whether you're a hipster, a coffee lover, or just someone who appreciates a good beer, Portland is the place to be. It's a city that invites you to immerse yourself in its vibrant culture, to explore its unique shops, and to lose yourself in the rich aroma of its coffee. Portland, where the dream of the 90s is alive and well, and so is the artisanal coffee scene. If you're the kind of person who thinks a good hike is a casual stroll up Mount Everest, you'll love the Columbia River Gorge. Welcome to an adventurer's paradise. The Columbia River Gorge, straddling the border of northern Oregon and southern Washington, is teeming with thrills for the outdoor enthusiast. This natural playground is jam-packed with activities that would make even the most seasoned explorer's heart skip a beat. Let's start with hiking, shall we? The gorge boasts over 800 miles of trails. That's enough to walk from New York to Chicago. So if you're looking to get lost, you've come to the right place. But don't worry, getting lost is a rite of passage for Oregonians. We like to call it nature's immersive experience. In the Columbia River Gorge, every trail leads to a breathtaking view, a cascading waterfall, or a hidden gem only the birds know about. And if you're lucky, you might even spot Bigfoot. But don't hold your breath, he's notoriously camera shy. If hiking isn't your cup of tea, how about some whitewater rafting? The Columbia River has a personality as dynamic as the landscape it carves through. One moment it's calm and serene, the next it's a raging torrent offering up some of the best rapids in the country. So if you've ever wanted to feel like a bobbing apple in a barrel of water, this is your chance. Just remember, paddling is mandatory and screaming is optional. And let's not forget about the wind. Yes, the wind. The gorge is one of the best places in the world for windsurfing and kiteboarding. The wind here doesn't just blow, it sings, it dances, it plays. It's a symphony of air in motion. So if you've ever wanted to dance with the wind, here's your dance floor. So, strap on your hiking boots and grab your compass. The Columbia River Gorge is calling. So there you have it, folks. Oregon, where the coffee is strong, the winds are stronger, and the beards are strongest. An enchanting state that's as diverse as a bag of jelly beans and twice as colorful. Let's take a moment to reflect on our journey. We've skimmed the surface of the Pacific Ocean along the rugged Oregon coast, where every wave seems to have a personality of its own. We've strolled through the streets of Portland, a city that dances to the beat of its own drum, or should we say to the strum of its own banjo. A city where the food carts outnumber the people and the bookstores are as common as raindrops. We've also ventured into the wild heart of the Columbia River Gorge, a playground for the adventurous. A place where the waterfalls never seem to run out of energy and the hiking trails are as endless as the sky. And let's not forget Oregon's quirks. Because where else will you find a place that celebrates the world's largest continuous yodel festival, or a place that hosts a competition for the best beard? Yes, you heard it right, a beard competition. It's like the Olympics, but for facial hair. But that's Oregon for you, a place that surprises you at every turn, a place that invites you to step off the beaten path and into an adventure, a place that's as warm and welcoming as a mug of strong Oregon coffee. So if you found yourself chuckling at the eccentricities of this Pacific Wonderland, or if you've been inspired to add Oregon to your bucket list, then we've done our job. And if you enjoyed this whirlwind tour of Oregon, please consider subscribing to the Funny Gateway channel, because remember folks, life is short, but the list of places to explore is long.